Good evening and welcome to All About Sport, live from the Top of the Town studios in Connolly Street, Cavan. Each week we will include a wide variety of sport from all around County Cavan. And if you would like your sport featured on the show, simply contact drumaleemedia@gmail.com. So stay tuned, as tonight I am talking GAA and fitness. But first up, I am joined by the successful county champions, senior football county champions, Mullahoran, who clinched the title on Sunday. So boys, you're very, very welcome to All About Sport. Thank you so much for coming in, and you're here with the cup. Do you want to hold it up there, Philip? It's getting shot. So this was the cup that you won on Sunday. You know, how does it feel to be like the county champions once again, Fergal?
It's brilliant, you know, like probably in 06 I wasn't really playing, so to actually be part of the team and playing on the team, it's just absolutely brilliant. Brilliant for the friends and people of the parish. You know, it's hard to describe in a few words.
Everyone's really was behind you all the way.
Yeah.
I suppose going back to the game, you know, last week, you know, I think you were lucky considering, you know, the county board, the say, and the GA were possibly looking for a replay. I think you were lucky to get another chance at it. What would you say, Shawnee?
Well, that's very true.
After the free, I suppose you got at the very end.
Yeah, I suppose the way the game went the first day, we were in control and possibly should have finished it off earlier on in the game, but unfortunately that goal had gone in. But I suppose it showed the character of the lads to come back up front, certainly, and we got 2 points from it, and we got into a replay. So, but overall we were happy the way we played the first day. We were very confident in the second day that we could take it on Sunday, which we did, so it was great.
Absolutely. And you know, King's Court, I suppose, were seen as the stronger team going into the final. You know, where do you think things changed for you, Philip? You know, where did things change for the team?
Probably to be able to come back from 2 points down but 3 minutes left was definitely the key to us. Gave us a lot of self-belief, and we knew going into the next day that we were well capable of winning the match, regardless of what everyone was saying about us. But I think being able to come back from that, you know, as Niall Lynch, our manager, said, if we weren't good enough we wouldn't have come close to winning it or come close to drawing the match with such little time left.
You're certainly an experienced team, and you know, you've all lots of county medals, you know, 2 county medals. Shawnee, you've 3 county medals. You know, the game on Sunday, you know, you seem to probably wanted it that bit more than King's Court. You know, what would you say to that, Dermot?
Yeah,
as the captain of the team.
Well, on Sunday, like, it was a matter of you know, wanting it, and I suppose coming back from replay, you can either come from 2 places. You can look at it and say you're unlucky, and the way we choose to look at it is we felt very lucky and were playing very well, so we carried that on with us, and that again gave us that momentum to actually go on. And probably looking at the game, we had a rougher time this Sunday, but in fairness to the boys, the character that everybody showed, we dug it out in the end and got the goal at the right time.
Must have been a very proud moment for you, captain your club, to, you know, a county title.
Yeah, it's a very proud moment. Yeah, it's you know, to get chosen, all the lads to go up there and receive the cup for everybody. It was very special to me, and it was something that you know, it's a memory that'll stick with you long into the future. And look, it's great, and we're enjoying it at the minute. You've
been doing lots of celebrating. I'm sure since Sunday and things. I'd say you're a bit tired, but we really appreciate you coming in. We're going to show a few photographs here. Fergal, you can. This is one of the team. Is this just before?
It's before the draw match.
The draw, yeah.
That's the drawing game there, so it is now.
So tell us a little bit about this is then the winning moment, is it?
That's the winning moment.
Yeah.
A few of the lads were out there now. Don't know whether some of them are missing, and good.
That's good. And then this is the
golden moment.
Well, Philip, tell us about that. The golden moment, exactly.
And as soon as I went in, we knew it was over. We knew that 4 points up, we were never going to lose at that stage, and it's just ecstatic. It's hard to explain. You know,
you scored the winning goal, so you know, secured you know, Mullahoran's fate as such. You know, how did that feel when that you scored that goal?
It's unbelievable. You can't really describe it or put into words. It's just, just when I went in, I just thought to myself, "This is it. We have it." Like, there was no way we were going to lose it. No way. It's just,
time was kind of running out, so you kind of knew at that point.
Yeah, well, there was only about 4 or 5 minutes left, and kept thinking back to last week when they got their goal, and could they come back as good as we did? But it was just great feeling, great cheer around the place.
He's definitely had I suppose that experience on side has definitely helped. And Shawnee, you know, the Cell captured a real emotional scenes on Sunday, and you in particular, you know, had a lovely moment with yourself and a King's Court player. You know, how much, you know, did winning mean to you? This is your third county medal, so.
Yeah, and I suppose as Dermot has said there, it's very special, and particularly, you know, I suppose to explain it, it's hard to explain it sometimes because we're talking about a parish out in Mullahoran, which is, football means everything to them. Yeah. And so you're representing your parish when you go out there, and you know, you talk about family. There's, you know, Philip and Fergal, and you have Paul as well as a brother, and Danny who's on the selecting. They're brothers, and I'm related to them as well. So it's a kind of a family connection. The same with Dermot, he has relatives playing as well. So it just goes to show you. So to win a county title, it means an awful lot, not only for us but also for the people as well. And it's for me, it was, you know, to have three medals. It's special as well over, I suppose I'm playing 13 years now with the team, so it's not a bad return. I'd like to have a few more, and we could have had a few more, but I suppose we're not going to win every final that we get into. But when you win 2 or 3, it is very, very special. You know,
it's very special, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I suppose you can't complain either. You have had a good run of things, I suppose, in comparison maybe to other clubs, and you have good players to choose from. You know, Fergal, you know, you've won 2 medals. You know, how did this championship compare to all the others for you?
I suppose, you know, from the start of the year this year, I remember last year, I was just saying, God, will it bother even playing anymore, you know, coming towards the end of my career.
No good.
And at the start of the year I said I'd just give it one final blast, you know.
You said, is this your last year, or will you go back?
No,
again?
I definitely will not go back. You know, it was
you had a good game on Sunday, and
it went well, but you know,
you played your heart
lucky
out.
breaks and everything worked out for us, but like, that's why I remember last year, you know, God, you're just thinking, God, is it worth it? And thank God, you know, at the start of the year, everything, and even at the beginning of the year, we had lost 4 games in a row, and we're at the bottom of the league, and everyone thought this is it, the knives are out for management and players. We're all getting slated, and to put ourselves through it all and come back and then get the end result, that's what makes it ever so sweet, you know, for the whole lot of us, you know.
Your brother is a selector on the team as well, so
That's
you're
right.
saying it's a real family affair. You've got obviously 2 brothers, Fergal and Philip here, and then
Paul,
a cousin, and then Paul Brady. We'll talk about him in a moment, and then your other brother's selector. So how's things in the Brady household? Is there you know, I'm sure you could cut the tension with a knife coming up to these big important games. I really pity the rest of your siblings. What's it like at the kitchen table?
we don't talk football. We just don't talk football, like, you know, because, you know, I wouldn't, you know, you like, especially when your brother involved at management, you just don't discuss anything because you're not going to put pressure in. Like the previous week, you see, I was dropped for the final, you know, and was playing all year, and I'd be dropped for a big thing that you're waiting for all year. I kept saying, hey, here, this is the end of my career, and thank God I got the opportunity last week, and look, you know, for redeeming myself.
So even having a brother as a selector, it still didn't guarantee a place on that team.
No, that's the best thing about it was, you know.
Yeah. Who was your kind of toughest challenge throughout the championship? You know, what team would you say was your toughest, Dermot?
Oh God, I think the way we were playing this year, every team we played was tough. Now, all the 2 group games we played to start, Cavan, Killygar, we only won by 1 point, and we left it right till the end. And we had a good performance against Cohullans in a game that was kind of the fixture didn't mean what it should have meant. And then going into the Bellingham game, we had a huge build up to that game, which they had put us out last year in the quarterfinal, the same stage, and we won that one by 2 points in a really tough game, and beat Killygar by 2, and then just on the day drew a final and then replayed by 4. So when you look back through them all, they were very, very tough, but it's always the final is always the hardest one to win when you get there.
Any major shocks along the way? You thought, like, that's it, it's going to all fall apart, or any times, Shawnee, you thought, you know, we're going to lose this?
No, but I think that's what I suppose is special about this year's championship than any of them, because you know, the lads talked about the backroom team that we had, the management team that we had in place, and you know, looking back in comparison to others, every game we were going out, we were convinced that we were going to win it, no matter we were going to win it by 1 point or 2 points. And that's probably where people underestimated Mullahoran, because we weren't going out beating teams by 5, 6, 7. I think these 2 boys will probably tell you about the bookies. They probably took money off the bookies because they didn't give us any chance. But within the group, And remember, we're probably not the oldest players in the team. There's other older players in the team at 38, 39, even naming the goals is 41. Between that down to a 19-year-old, every one of them worked. We were a family, and we knew going out in every game that no matter who was going to come at us, we were prepared for it. So we never felt going out there was any shock. But of course, I suppose when the goal went in on the first day against Kinskert, none of us would say that we didn't think in our head, Jesus, this is the one we're after missing. But the fact that we did come back proved that there is a great character in this team, and then come out in the final then to come in the second day and to win it. I think just proves it. So really no shocks during the year. We were fully convinced that we were capable of winning it this year.
You're saying, positive attitude, that seems to be a big thing, for teams, and it seems to be the way to win a game. Would you say he's put a lot of, there was a lot of kind of reinforcement to be positive about the game?
Yeah, it was probably definitely one of our main things. As we said, we could have looked at that, we could have looked at a drawing game and be disappointed because we were in a position of 6 points up early in the game. And then to go back and get caught at the end and be 2 points down with 3 minutes left and to come back. But we decided to look at that as one of our strengths of the team, that we came back from them 2 points instead of looking at it maybe as a negative perspective, that you had a good lead that went away. So positivity was the message the whole way through, and I think it's a lot to be said for it now. We didn't ignore anything, but we tended to focus on what we were doing well and keep doing that well. So it was definitely the main theme of our year. It's
definitely paid off. Considering Mullahoran are such a successful club, why does it still mean so much, for the club and for the people of Mullahoran, to win this title? You've got a really strong.
Well, not that successful.
Well, you've won a lot. You've won your fair share of county titles.
There's a tradition. There's a tradition in Mullahoran. You talk about families. Like Philip's parent, father was involved in the county title as well at different grades. So every family has some sort of connection going back generations, and I think that's what means an awful lot to a parish. And I think people in Mullahoran just live for football.
Yeah.
So it puts that, I wouldn't say added pressure on, but it puts that emphasis how to respect when you're going out to play for your club, that you're going out to play not alone for Mullahoran, but you're going out to play for a generation of people who have wore that same jersey as you've worn over the years. So that's probably a big part of it. It's tradition.
Expecting you to win every game.
Yeah.
we lost our fair share of finals too. So
we certainly did.
We lost 3 out of 5 we were involved in, so we lost 3. So it probably takes its toll too.
It absolutely does. Man of the match then was your brother Philip, and Fergal, your brother Paul Brady, handball world champion. What was Paul's impact on the game? Was there talk that Paul might not actually play on Sunday?
Yeah, there was. We got the match originally moved from the 7th back a week, so that he could have more time to focus on the handball, the World Championships, which is coming up this weekend.
Okay, yeah.
But obviously with the replay, he had to make a choice, but I think it was fairly handy made. He was always going to play the football, so he was. And he was exceptional in both games, especially the last 10 minutes the last day. He won a lot of ball, and even after the match, I'd say he said that it was more special than winning any of the World Championships he won, but he's focused now.
I suppose with handball, it's it's a lonely sport, isn't it? Yeah, and it's you in the court and your opponent. So celebrating with a team, I suppose it could, as you said, it couldn't compare. He's going to support Paul this weekend. It's on in City West, is it?
City West, starts Saturday, so I would probably go between trainings.
I'll give a shout out to Paul. So Paul, we wish you here from All About Sports best of luck this weekend, and we'll hopefully have to get him into the studio, hopefully with good news again. But so well, we need the brothers in with them. So I know. Well, the celebrations, how have they been going? Where have you been hitting all week, or what? What's the local? Kilcogie, is it?
Yeah.
So who sponsors you? Who's your sponsors?
Mike Sheen's Bar, so Michael Fagan and Maggie Fagan are main sponsors.
So you've got a little selection up around Mullahoran of
water and holes.
Watery nose is the word I was looking for. You're heading off for training right after the show, and the Ulster title's up next. Aragon Kieran, is it? So, is there any stopping you? How do you think, what's your, you feel about this game coming up? When's it coming up actually, this game?
Sunday week.
Sunday week, so not much time really, just to
a week and a half
to settle the team down and focus again. How Dermot, as a captain, you've got to get the team back on track again to go over this. Ulster
Yeah.
title. You've been involved in Ulster titles before, but this team, they're a Donegal team, are they?
No.
No,
No.
it's
Tyrone team.
Tyrone
Yeah,
team, yeah.
Tyrone.
So,
Sorry, Tyrone team. I don't
was
know.
like when we just when we did get a win in the match there at the weekend, we actually sat down as a group and afterwards, and in fairness, managers and players and they said they were going to focus on this week. We're going to enjoy obviously winning,
Yeah.
but the group players themselves insisted that we take this and we get back training early this week because we haven't got much time to prepare now. It's a week and a half until the game itself, so getting the boys motivated now wouldn't be my job. They're very self-motivated group, and that's one of the joys of being captain. These boys, they're all willing to prepare well and that, and we're going in. It's a home game in Breffni Park here, so I'm sure we'll be well supported, and it's a great advantage to us to be into that game at home. So we're looking forward to it.
Well, I wish you the best of luck with that. And do you know, actually, just really quickly, you know, the Lack and Coote Hill coming up. Who do you tip to win that game? Do you want to well, Lacken's your neighbour, and
we actually didn't see
being your
the first-
neighbour in
we
county
didn't-
or club.
Yeah.
We
Lacken.
didn't see the first game because we were
Yeah.
preparing for the final, but I believe it was Lacken got on to a good lead in the first half, but kind of pulled back. So they're probably evenly matched.
Yeah.
So it's a tight one to call.
Yeah, so that'll be an exciting one then. That's on this weekend. So we're going to show the cup here before we let you go. These guys are ready to go and train very hard. Congratulations! It's great to see Mullahoran back with the title, and everyone's delighted for you. And best of luck with the Ulsters, and hope it really goes well for you. And thank you very much, Dermot, Philip, Shani, and Fergal. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
Okay, and safe back to training. So that was our senior county champions, Mullahoran. So stay tuned. I'll be right back to talk a little bit about fitness. Some ads coming up for you now.
Hi, we're Republic of Loose, and you're watching Cavan TV.
Pat Short here, you're watching Cavan TV.
Hi, I'm Marty Morrissey and you're watching Cavan TV. I'm Willie John McBride and you're watching Cavan TV.
I'm Martin McHugh and you're watching Cavan TV.
I'm Tommy Bowe and you're watching Cavan TV.
Oh, and we're back. I am joined by Drumalee Football Club because we're here to talk a little bit about sport and fitness joined together, and Drumalee Football Club have a new initiative that has been taken over nationwide and county-wide, and it's called Better Fit. So I'm joined by Fiona and the name is gone for me. Mickey. I was going to call you something else, so I'm glad I just asked just in case. So Fiona, Mickey, thanks a million for coming in and talking to us here on All About Sport. Fiona, this is your little baby.
Yeah.
You got this up and running in Drumalee Club. Tell us a little bit, why you decided to start and how did this all come about?
I had done similar training with another club in town that was doing it, and it's a great fundraiser for the club. And I approached the club chairperson and the committee and put it towards them, and they were delighted to go ahead with this fundraiser. I roped in a couple of the senior players, Mickey and Fimber and Cavan and Mark and Barry and Craig and Noel and the lads, and they run and set up the circuit classes. So we'd have 2 circuit classes a week and 2 dance classes a week as well.
So there's lots kind of happening. So as you were saying, Mickey, you're obviously involved, you're a player, but you've also want to put something back to the club by, I suppose, helping out with something like this fundraiser. Yeah. So as you said, it started roughly last March and it runs in 6-week blocks.
Yeah, in 6-week blocks.
Yeah. So what, Mickey, tell us a little about, you've got the circuit classes. So it's running actually, I just thought for our viewers, this is a great one because it actually happens in town in the Farnham Arms Hotel. So it's very accessible for people working in the town and people who are living in the area. And if you want to get fit, there's only, I don't know, I shouldn't know how many weeks till Christmas, but you want to fit into them dresses and looking your best. I think this is the time to get started and a real health kick. We're always talking about sport here, but it's really to get people who maybe have people who are not involved in team sports to get them into fitness and doing something as a group. So Mickey, what tell us about the rundown of the week, what goes on for people who want to get out there and get...
Well, on Monday with that, it is at 8 o'clock in the farm, as you were saying, and we chose there because, as you said, for the vicinity it caters for a lot of people at like walking distance, people who wouldn't have cars or anything or that, and then it's also easy for parking around the back with Tesco car park and that. It leaves it fairly easy. So on the Monday night we do the circuit, myself and 6 of the other lads, we're down about 7:30 or so, and we've all set up ready to go for 8 o'clock. So it's an hour, is it? An hour of very intense going.
An hour with some lovely footballers training you. I mean, Fiona, was this your plan? It's saying like these good looking, let's get the best looking footballers off the team, and this will get the girls in, this will get everybody. Apparently she said she brought the best looking footballer from the team.
Absolutely.
I hope the rest of them aren't watching. A bit of favouritism. But so you've got Monday and Wednesdays.
Monday and Wednesdays circuit class, for the hour, and then on the Tuesday and Thursday the girls do the dance aerobics.
The girls, so the boys aren't involved. You don't be teaching the dance aerobics.
No, we leave that for the Imperial on the Saturday night. That's our bit of dancing done. So
you put your lessons into action then.
Exactly.
So you've Tuesday and Thursdays the dance aerobics. And who's taking
my sisters and my daughter and myself teach the dance aerobics.
And I've been trained by you as well, Fiona, up in Sinclair's when we were doing our dance classes. Oh my goodness, and we did the whole class thing out in the school, had the whole school, how many people's out dancing?
500 and 500
pupils.
As well.
So you were really involved in that. So I'm telling you, this girl can dance. And I have to say, in comparison to I suppose Zumba, I loved the dance routines and the moves, and it's
they're
great
very
energy.
easy. They're nothing too stressful. You can do them no matter what your fitness level is. There's always something in circuit class and dance aerobics class that you will be able to do and continue to push yourself each week at them.
Maybe we might get Dave and Paul might actually get involved. What do you think, Dave and Paul? Would you like to get involved in the dance aerobics? They give the chipper next door great business, actually.
Oh, right.
So do they. So not only that, so that's our Monday and Wednesday cover with our circuits, and then dance aerobics Tuesday and Thursdays. And included in, we'll get to kind of what it all comes in, the weekly weigh-in. So that's really important, I suppose. People want to know that they're actually you know,
losing
weight or toning up, you know, or just feel like they're actually...
It's a big part for the motivation. Like, if you're doing it 2-3 weeks and there's no effect of it, you're just kind of thinking, what's the point? Like, 8 o'clock comes on a night, and when you're at home comfortable on the couch, what's the point getting up and doing it? But if you're seeing the results and seeing the benefits of it, it gives you that bit of a kick to keep going. Like, and as you say, coming up to Christmas now, that was the reason why we prolonged this one a wee bit longer, just thinking coming up to Christmas time, people want to start to get in shape again.
I suppose the long evenings, a lot of people can get a little bit bored and fed up in the house, although telly, you know, but you know, just to get out and meet
to get
people,
out as well and meet, because it's a social aspect of it all as well. Like, you train, you're in a group of 10, so when you come in you meet new people and you put a group of 10 together. You give yourself your own team name and you pick a team captain, and that team captain will push you on and motivate you at each of the classes as well, and make sure you go to each of the classes
so
as well.
Not just like a regular class where you can pop into the complex or anywhere where no one really cares if you're coming or going.
Yeah, exactly.
You're kind of in this team, so really they're like, hello,
where are you?
Where are you? Why didn't you make this week? And the guilt trip might...
See, then there's a good incentive at the end of it all, because it is a competition, whereas you have the biggest male and female loser and the winning team. So they all get vouchers for makeovers, the team get presented with certs and things like that. So like, it's a big thing like for them. And I mean, last week was our first week back, and with 72 people that got weighed, 21 stone was lost in 1 week between everybody. So like, it's brilliant. It really is really good.
I suppose peer pressure is a positive thing to kind of push people and get them out and get them motivated. I suppose it's important to mention at first, when people start, they might initially you know, see any weight loss at first.
That's why we do
that can really dishearten a lot of people. Think, I've been training and I've seen no weight loss, and that's you know, a lot of people who say that, I don't see any results, but they probably forget the kind of, they're feeling, you know, not as tired, or they're feeling like they've got, you know, not suffering from as much fatigue. You know, do you find that a lot, that people are coming to you saying, oh, my weigh-in, you know, getting a bit disheartened?
Definitely. People even over the last 2 or 3, and people saying, well, how come I've only lost 6-7 pounds in the space of maybe 3 or 4 weeks? But then the girls also take measurements around their arms and their legs and that's where a lot of the big inches come off as well. Like, so they have to take everything. Like, it's not just weight, you're getting fitter as well. Like, and as you say, you're not as fatigued in the evenings, you feel like you have more energy, like just all around better feeling about yourself. Like, it's not all about losing weight. Like,
well, that's it. It's, I suppose, for mental health as well. It's probably, and for to get people out and people socialising is probably a huge factor. You know, it's not, as you said, it's not just about losing weight, because for a lot of people they might not necessarily need to lose weight. It's just to keep fit and healthy. Fiona, you know, I've you know, watched you start this programme from, you know, back in March, and I seen your transformation, and really, I mean, I wish we had a before and after shot, because Fiona had an unbelievable transformation. Like, do you know, you look fantastic. And how do you feel? Do you
I feel brilliant, like, and I have a lot more confidence about me, and you know, I no more back problems, my blood pressure is normal, and you know, I have a lot more energy for the kids and everything. Like, so like, you know, when I first started this, I was 14 stone 5, so that's a lot of weight to be carrying on a small little person. But like, you know, so to lose 3 stone and keep it off, more importantly,
it's maintain
it's maintained
the weight that you want to, your goal.
So this is where I understand where people are coming from, like, you know, when they're struggling with their own weight, because I've been there, and I can say, well, I have been there and I have done that. This is what I can help you along to achieve your goal.
Is there you know, the whole healthy eating, you know, do you have a night? You were telling me this before, that you have like one night a week. I don't know how well that is your, like, you know, your kind of
that's your cheat
pig
night,
out, your cheat night, or your pig out night, or whatever. So you kind of say to them, right, you have a cheat night. So I think that's I love that one. I'm always thinking that. I have too many cheat nights sometimes. But
that should be most of them now would save themselves. Friday night is their weigh-in, so most of them starve themselves on a Friday before the weigh-in, and come up then and say, I'm going home to have a curry chip, or I'm going home to have that bar of chocolate. You know, you have to allow yourself a small little something to get yourself through. Don't completely cut yourself off, because you won't succeed. You know, you won't. It won't happen.
It's too hard.
It's
everybody does it. You know, like we were telling the people, it's not cut your all the bad stuff. I was just eating in moderation. You can just eat in moderation, and then as everyone does on their Friday or Saturday, whatever it be, enjoy yourself. Then, like,
do you have people kind of that, you know, can talk to you about nutrition and kind of advise people what's kind of
Yeah.
diet plans and
We had
things to stick
Damien
to.
and Damien Donoghue come in and
Brilliant,
gave a
yeah.
nutritional talk at the
No.
start of it, and we had Paul McCurry in as well to do a talk as well
Yeah.
on it, and we had information booklets made up for everybody.
Yeah.
So you know, we just like, we're not qualified in what we do. We're just doing this
Yeah.
because we've learned along the way with the boys training all their life.
Yeah.
They know how to do circuit classes and they know nutrition, and because I have been a heavy person and lost the weight, I can see it from that point of view.
Yeah.
But like, you know, it's great. I enjoy it.
It's great to see this is running for this is the second
Third. This is
third
the
one.
start
So
of
it's
thirds.
going. You're
Yeah.
saying you've up to 90 people.
90 people, yeah.
attending. You know, so it's running for 6 weeks. Have you started? It started back
It
up
started on Monday.
on Monday, so it's not too late if
Yeah.
new people
Oh,
want to get
absolutely,
involved.
yeah.
And it's you're saying it only costs €50.
Yeah.
Is the membership, and that's 6 weeks, and you pay your €50 and you are free to
That's
join
it.
any of them classes. If
Yeah.
you want to go to all four and
Yeah.
the way in, if you just want to go to one or two, whatever
Yeah.
suits you.
Well,
So it's
Yeah,
very
whatever
flexible.
suits you.
I mean, if you go to any other classes, you're paying €9-10 a head. So I
Ahead,
think
yeah.
really you're saying $250 really if you
Per
average out a
class,
class
yeah.
a week. So it's it's great value, and the money, as you said, Mickey, is going right back into the club. You're hoping to
we're hoping to build new dressing rooms and that, and
Yeah.
keep the upkeep of the area and that, and maintain the pitches that we have and that, and also we're back into the underage structure as well. So just trying to build on what we have at the moment.
That's brilliant. Well, look at better fit. I hope it goes from strength to strength, and I hope everyone really enjoys it as much as you did, Fiona. And Mickey, thank you so much for coming in, and best of luck today. The crew, as you call them, that help out, and I hope he's really enjoyed the next 6 weeks. Who knows? You might see me down there yet, and
Good on,
maybe
Louise.
Dave and Paul actually, and
We'll
the
hold
back
you to that.
room team. But here, the time's just flying by tonight. That is it again for All About Sport. So you'll have to tune in again next week at the same time at 7 o'clock. I'll be back with some more sport. But if you want your sport featured on the show, contact drumlemedia@gmail.com. Thank you very much to all my guests on the show this evening. Mullahoran Senior Football Champions for 2012 and Drumalee Football Club talking to us about better fit. So it's goodbye from me, Louise O'Reilly.